Here.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
So I'm in the car with Kelly McConey. She's back. And excited to be joined by Jody and Lucy. Say hi, guys. I was supposed to fly to Chicago, and then I realized that my wife was going to be driving. This week is a continuation of one of the most popular and talked about vlogs I've done, which is why was that funny? Because how really popular is this? This week we're going to talk about being technical. Got a client meeting in Chicago on Tuesday. I'm flying to Los Angeles for a client meeting on Wednesday. And then I am coming back to Chicago for 2 days of partner training where we're gonna get technical. This week, Be Technical, Volume 2.
Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy?
Kelly and I made it from St. Louis to Chicago. She was only mildly irritated that I spent most of the time either on conference calls or working on my computer. But thanks, honey. It was fun driving in an office with you and the pups. Going to the client and then heading to O'Hare. Going to Irvine, OC, Orange County. So let's go find a cab. If I'm going to O'Hare, please. I've been getting some questions with respect to how, as an intern or somebody new in their career, can be technical. Learning to be technical is like learning a foreign language. You just need to immerse yourself in it and start to understand the terms. You are not going to understand everything right out of the gates, but the key is not to get frustrated. Keep reading, keep listening, keep taking notes, and over time, you're going to learn to be technical. Start to learn that foreign language as soon as you can to learn how to be technical.
This is the movement for those who...
It's about 6:30 in the morning. I'm heading to the office. In the theme of Be Technical, I am speaking on a webcast for our clients in Ireland, of all places. Where should you start as far as what to read and how to get technical? The first thing I would suggest when you're trying to be technical is get a book or some resource that has a basic explanation of terms that are commonly used in your industry. So it gives you an opportunity to be able to look up terms that you may not be familiar with. Getting ready to head to a client meeting, then off to the airport and back to Chicago. The John Wayne Airport. I think this is the only airport that's named after a movie actor. I'm heading back to Chicago. Number 2 important thing for staying technical. Read, people. The more you can read, the more you can learn, the more you can just try to absorb, the more technical you're gonna be. I'm gonna go get on my flight. Heading back to Chicago. Short pit stop in the OC. I am back in Chicago, on my way to the L, heading into the office, getting ready to lead a 2-day training session for a bunch of my international tax partners. The number 3 key to being technical early in your career, ask questions. What I tell my team is that the only stupid question is the one not asked. So don't be afraid about asking a stupid question. We are heading up to Wrigley Field for a Wrigley Rooftop event. So if you've never been to the Wrigley Rooftops, come along. All right, we made it to the Wrigley Rooftop. It's Friday morning. Special thanks, by the way, to Mark Boyer for providing me a, excuse me, I'm vlogging. Awesome time at the Cubs game. They lost. It's hard for me to root for the Cubs. I know I own real estate here in Chicago. I love Chicago. Not a big fan of the Cubs. Let's get going. All right, so I am here with Dave Friedel. Dave Friedel is one of our tax partners based in Washington National Tax Services. What advice do you have for people starting in their career on how to be technical?
It's really counterintuitive. It took me a long time to kind of have this realization, but I think actually it's embracing questions. It's being brave and not being afraid to admit you don't know something. Being honest with yourself, being honest with your peer group, being honest with your bosses, and actually running towards that as kind of almost like an asset that you have. That your ignorance is almost, it gives you license to ask all sorts of questions. You want a culture where it is not only okay, but actually applauded, it's celebrated, that people are learning together and that they are helping one another. If you want to be technical, then you want to be the person that has all the answers. Well, how do you get to be the person that has all the answers? And the solution is, be the one who asks the most questions.
Absolutely. Another great day of meetings, going through technical materials. Got some great insight from David Friedel, consolidated return expert. The last piece of being technical is find people to talk about your topic with. Engage with other people and practice. It's Saturday, just finishing up some email. Wearing sunglasses because Kelly and I are getting ready to leave. Be Technical, Volume 2. Tried to answer some of the questions that you've asked over the last several vlogs. Thanks for joining this week. Stay tuned next week. We are heading back to Louisville, Kentucky, and then to Boston, Massachusetts. I think this will be the first time that we have visited Boston with the vlog. If you like what you see, mash that like button. If you want to subscribe on YouTube, get notifications every Friday when I have a new video that comes out. You can subscribe. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week on the Doug McConey Vlog.